Hello, 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 everyone. I don't know when oh, they may have been taped when I bought them. Okay, that's probably what happened. They were taped when I bought them. I want to try coloring with these. We'll see what happens. Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
I'm not really a colored pencil girl, so.
I am.
I know. I just, for some reason, they never seem to. Of course, I'm not really. I don't really enjoy coloring.
Yeah.
I guess is part of it. As much as I like to paint and stuff. But. Hi, Violet. Hi, Artsy. Hi, Patricia. As you can tell, we have company. That is Lori from Paintgirliee.
Hi, girls. Oh, that'll work okay. Right.
But I have some ideas where I want the underlying color to be a little more solid and not water and waterproof, I guess.
Yeah, not you want a little more opaque than translucent. Hello,
Yeah.
Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
Okay, so that should work.
Barbara and Lori, so exciting! Yay!
Have to be on my best behavior.
Okay, I don't know. Thank you, Violet. Violet has posted her little thumbs. Oh, that's a cute little butterfly. Is that a stencil you made yourself, or is that?
No, this is a Stampin' Stencil. It's new to me. I just took it out of the package. Gina K Designs.
Okay. I don't know that I've ever heard of that company.
Yeah, me either. I won this. This was a giveaway gift that I won. So, and the leaves are nice for.
Ooh, I like the leaves, but that little butterfly was cute. Plus the little dots is cute.
Yeah.
No promises here on behaving. That's right. Hi, Barbara Clark. I like that.
Barbara.
Well, that turned out okay. I thought I would try out some different stuff today. Just different. Just see what happens.
I'm gonna.
If I do, I can't always get out my
my stuff.
What do you call that? My my Inktense blocks. I can always get out my Inktense blocks.
So I finally got a set of those, but I'm more of a color word kind of person, and it just has the number, so I haven't swatched those, so I haven't really used them.
Oh, well, I swatched mine and put a swatch thing in the lid. And I really like it that way. I did the same thing, I think, for this one.
Was it hard to find the color names to go with the numbers? Do you remember?
No, I just used the numbers, and the only reason hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
The only reason I use the numbers is so that I can replace the block if I should ever use it up. Because the names to me don't mean anything. It all I don't care whether this is tawny wood and peat. I just care that this is a red brown.
Okay.
This is a little less red brown, and this is kind of a purple brown. You know,
yeah.
It's more about what color it comes up than.
And what color they call it. See,
Yeah.
I'm so used to my Prismacolor pencils that I've kind of gotten, even with my acrylic paints, I'm more of a
About the name.
The name sticks better with me, with my brain.
Maybe I'm gonna make you big. You want to show off a little bit what you're doing?
Okay.
So the girls, Lori's working on a special journal, guys.
Hi, girls. I was rummaging through a box and discovered I had some scrapbook paper of Stamperia, and I'm not sure the exact name, but it's a woodland type set, and I've got some eagles. This is the big sheets that I cut up thinking I'll use as tags and such. And then I had gotten a fisherman type journal at a secondhand bookstore, and so I've taken that apart, and I'm kind of using those pages to be the base of my signatures. I'm going to do 3 signatures. And so earlier today I was coffee dyeing some paper and messing around with some different techniques. This one is one that Lisa had done a while ago, where you dampen your paper and crumple it in a ball, and then you take one of those little pipettes and just squirt your ink or your coffee. And then I ironed it. So I've got a dictionary page. So now I'm just kind of trying to create backgrounds before I sew my signatures and put them in a signature block. So today I thought I would ink and possibly stencil and do some stamping to jazz up my pages before I then go and add, pockets and cards. Hopefully that will all work together. So I got out a piece of my gel plate that I whacked up, and I'm going to try to see if I can use some different things to create some background pages. So right now I'm inking.
Just inking. She's inking. And I'm coloring some of these stamp thingies that I did Sunday. And I'm going to have to tell y'all, I sat down at this table earlier and not a thing had been moved since Sunday. So that's just what my week has been like. Just so y'all know, that's where I stand. Not a thing got moved. I didn't clean up until I got here this afternoon. And I'm going to color with some different kinds of mediums because I want to see, I just want to see some of it. This was just plain old Prismacolor pencils right here, which I like pretty well. This is a mixture of watercolor pencils, and I just decided rather than get my Inktense blocks out and do it all with my Inktense blocks, I wanted to play around with some different things a little bit and see what happened. And these watercolor pencils aren't too bad.
Barbara asked me if I cut up my bigger gel plate, and yes I did. I have it 8.5 by 11, and I also have the large one that's like 14 by 12. So I was wanting some smaller sizes, and I didn't use the 8.5 so much, so I went ahead and I cut it into pieces. So I have a nice, this is almost like a 5 by 7, and then I've got a long narrow, this square, and then I've got this little kind of like a 3 by 3. I didn't plan those sizes. I just started to cut, and that's how it came out.
Yeah. Okay. So it just kind of was what happened, huh?
Just what happened.
Okay.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
I haven't seen Julie in a little while. Hope you're doing well.
She was here Sunday for a little bit. She had to go work. Poor girl.
Bummer. Now this is one of the Oxides, the Tim Holtz Distress Oxides, that I'm just putting a little a little something something on the page.
I played with the ones I've gotten a little bit last Thursday. I had a lot of fun playing and making really weird watercolor paper stuffs.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's abuzz with his new color pencils. I haven't checked those out yet.
Well, they're kind of pricey, and they're water-soluble medium. Now, they're harder than the crayons. So they're more like a pencil that you can sharpen. I watched the video, and yeah, for 3 sets of them, it's close to $80. And
one company I saw had a bundle, but of course they were out of stock. I guess you had to pre-order, and their price I thought was reasonable at $55 for all 3 sets.
For all 3 sets, so that wasn't too bad.
No, but like I said, they're out.
Yeah. My thing is that again, it's water soluble medium, and I don't use what I have.
Right.
So I would rather, I think I'm going to manage to avoid the new color pencils. I do like the colors of the crayons and have a couple sets of those. Yes.
Yeah. I have a set of color pencils. I don't even know the brand name. Journey something, I think. I haven't even used those yet. So.
Well, I've got these Prismacolor water pencils. I've got this Aqua Blend Spectrum Noir ones. I got these because there were more browns in it. This set of watercolors does not have very many browns in it, and some of my other watercolors don't have much in the way of the browns, but both of these sets are really nice. Now I have cheaper watercolor pencils too. They just weren't on my shelf when I went to get them today.
The thing is, with watching Tim's videos, a lot of times, at least personally, even if you don't have the same product, it gives you ideas that you might be able to work.
Right. Well, that's one of the reasons that I've got these out. Yes, Barbara, these are Prismacolor watercolor pencils. Prismacolor Premier water-soluble colored pencils. And they water out really nice. This is just mixed media paper. But I've using them on this craft paper, and they seem to be working real well too. So you can see I fixed my top tray.
I'm trying to stick in the same color palette as the paper, which is kind of like a sage green and some browns and beiges. So
the Prismacolors are bright. Do you blend them out with mineral spirits or blender tool? This Prismacolor one that I used was just regular Prismacolor pencils, and I just blended it with the pencil. I just colored over it. This is just regular colored pencils. I was just playing to see which, what things I might want to use. Lori, have your gel plates you cut up worked well since you cut them up?
For the little bit I've used them, yes. I haven't used them a whole lot, to be quite honest. So I'm still in the I don't know if that was a wise decision mode.
Oh dear.
That's not good. So far it's been okay. I'll know a little more today. I'm going to hopefully use that little one.
I think they recommend you don't do that because the edges can get wonky, Julie. The way the plates are made, the edge is very sturdy because of the way it's put in the form. When you cut it, that leaves the edge open, and I think that if it's square, it might not stay square because it might. Well, my big plate's not square anymore after 2.5 years. it's not square anymore. So, you know, I think there's probably reasons why
Yeah.
you might
Oh, I'm
not want to
sure.
do it,
Yeah.
but heck,
Yes, I would. I said on my video when I did it on video on a live stream, and I said, don't do this at home.
yeah, yes, Barbara, I'm the same way. I don't need another supply in my lifetime. But do you think that that doesn't mean that I was not on today? There's a couple of stamp sets that coordinate with cutting dies that I really want, and you know, and then I went to Hobby Lobby and was very bad. So, you know, now I'm trying to be good.
You got some really good stuff at Hobby Lobby.
Yes, I got some really good deals. And so for the money that I spent, I got a lot of stuff. And I got some really good colors of what I did get, which is, you know,
I haven't the Hobby Lobby near me is about 45 minutes, and their clearance, I don't get the stuff that you girls are able to find, which is good, which is good. I don't need anything either. But it's nice when you find something really cool.
well, the big thing is with clearance is that when they clearance it, it disappears in like one day.
Yeah. See,
If you
like
don't
with
walk
yeah,
in
if
there
Dee
the
Dee,
day
she's
they're
close. Are you close to yours? Like Dee Dee can go regular. What does she go every Tuesday? So then you've got
oh
a better chance of finding some deals,
yeah. Well, and with as many times as I've been in and out with mom this last month and with
Mhm.
my own doctor's appointments, it's just up the road from mom's apartment and just up the road from the chiropractor, and it's on the same road as our doctor. It's the doctor's a couple of roads, you know, a couple of, you know, half a
Yeah.
mile, maybe a mile down the road, but it's on the same road. And it's not the way I normally go to town or that I normally come home. But if I'm out with mom or if I've been to the doctor or any of those places, I can come home that way. And so I
Stopping.
can come. I Snobby Lobby is 2.5 hours, including stopping at the U.S. border. Um, yeah, that's right, Julie. I said I wasn't going to buy anything more for a while. That is very true, and that is why I'm trying to be a good girl and not buy anything more. Because
Mine's a field trip.
what?
To go to my
Yours
Hobby
is
Lobby, it's like a field trip.
it's
So,
a field trip, yeah.
which is good, which really is a good thing. Or even to Michael's for me. We're kind of out in the middle of Michael's is
Well,
half
Michael's is
hour.
harder for me to go to because it's not on one of those roads where it's not a terrible lot further away, but it's like I have to go over there to go to it. Now, there's another Michael's that's a different direction that if I have to go to Milton or something, I go right by, but I don't find that Michael's has much for me anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they no longer have a Tim Holtz section.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering about that because when I looked the last time, it was slim pickings.
hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you.
Artsy, that's what my bank account is saying too. Stay away. And then, you know, that 3-hour dentist appointment I had was accumulation of after several other hours of dentist appointments. And needless to say, that's, you know, was more than all the art money for more than a year. So, by the time you see the oral surgeon and the dentist, and now I have to have an MRI for my shoulder, and it's like, oh my gosh, guys, can you just lay off? This getting old is just not fun. Nancy Miller is here. Hello, Nancy Miller.
Oh, Nancy Miller. That's my sister.
Oh, that's your sister. Well, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Nancy. I used to have to drive about 2.5 hours to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any of those places. So I was, out in the middle of nowhere in South Dakota.
I was telling Tanya that you got me this for my birthday, the Tim Holtz bubble stamp.
Yeah. I saw that, but I don't know.
I know. That's why.
I don't think I need it. Yeah, welcome, Laura's sister. Okay. See, I don't like what the pencils did to that one, but that's why I'm doing trying multiple stuffs. We'll just see what happens, and I really like the way the watercolors are. These watercolors are working though, because the other watercolors I have are not as nice. These are pretty nice watercolors.
It looks like you're getting pretty nice coverage on them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially since this is craft paper.
Yeah.
Plus they watered out real well. Now this set of this I got at Tuesday morning for really cheap, or I wouldn't have gotten them. But like I said, I got them because it had so many browns in it.
Yeah.
And most of the sets don't have a lot of browns. And when you're doing, when you're doing naturey stuff and trees and whatnot, it seems like you kind of need those.
It's nice to have a little bit of a range in those tones. Yeah.
And this isn't a very big set of these watercolor pencils. Somewhere along the line, I got these. There again, I think I got these at a Hobby Lobby clearance situation.
Oh, wow.
But Lori, the thing about the Hobby Lobby clearance thing is if you don't go like every day when you know that stuff is happening, you just don't get anything. I called Helen Piccola. From the store. I said,
good move.
I said, I'm standing here and I'll pick it up if you want me to. She said, no, I'll come in. So she probably was there. I may have been over in the art department when she got to the paper goods.
Cool. See, like Dee Dee knows the folks that work there. She talks to them regular. So, that's great if you can do that kind of thing.
Yeah. I got a couple of nice books in the art department this last time. I could have gone kind of book crazy, but I've bought a bunch of books I'm not using yet on our trip and different times. So,
Julie, I was eyeing it too, but it's one of those things I didn't want to pull the trigger. And then my sister said, what might you like to have for your birthday? So I put this on the list, and it comes with its own. I didn't realize it was so big, and it comes with its own.
Yeah, I was watching. He said because it was so big, they put it on its own board because they were afraid that, I wouldn't have had one big enough for it.
Yes, I would have been whacking this too. Hi, Mitzi.
Hi, Mindy. Now I see how good it stamps. I want it more.
It's really nice, girls. I don't want to enable, but it's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a good grungy thing.
Yeah.
It is a good grungy thing. I can. The only thing about these pencil boxes is they're really hard to get out.
Oh, I know.
I want, yeah. Thank you, Barbara. I'm thinking there's a couple of, like I said, there are a couple of stamp sets that have their own cutting dies, Tim Holtz ones. Those bugs, and then the tickets, I think.
I got those leaves too. You had done those leaves. I don't know if that's it's just the die though, I guess, not the stamp that have all the little holes in them.
Yes, that's just the die, and I just did them. I just cut them out of painty gel plate paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you enabled me to get those.
Yeah, those are. I like those a lot. Haha, go ahead and enable us, Lori. I have that stamp. Have you ever used it on your jelly plate?
No. I really have only had it maybe a month.
Anyways, I'm thinking Jeffrey has this bad habit of getting me what do you call those things? Gift cards for Christmas. Well, for some unknown reason, the Joann's one, which if I had realized I still had it, I could have used it on Santa Claus's pattern the other day, but I forgot I had it. It doesn't get used. I still have some on it, you know. So I'm thinking about telling him that I have a couple of things in my Amazon cart that I want for Christmas. Could he just go ahead and, order those for me to come for Christmas time? So those leaf dies are out of stock here. Ooh, that's too bad. How's you and your fur child, Lisa? Yeah. Okay, see how pretty these watercolor pencils are working on this. Of course, you can't see because it's so out of focus.
Can you make yourself big for a moment so we could see a little better?
Yeah, and then I can change the focus so I can bring it in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, look at how nice that did.
Oh, yes, very nice.
Even on, come on.
There you go.
Even on craft paper. And those are the watercolors. Now this one is pencil. Come on. Behave yourself. That one's pencil.
Hi, Gail.
And that one's pencil.
Oh, very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. The dragonfly looks really nice.
Well, and that's the whole point. I wanted it to try some different stuffs on different papers. Hi, Gail. Lisa, inquiring minds want to know. Oh, he's wearing her out. Yes, he is growing fast, and I'm tired. Yeah. Okay, we need to do a couple of butterflies here. Let's do some butterflies. What color do I want to do the butterflies? Okay. We had a black butterfly here the other day. It was.
We haven't seen any this year. I don't know why. We haven't seen any.
Well, the caterpillars here are eating everything up. I had the nastiest caterpillars on my dill plants. I've never had the things. Of course, I've never had basil get chewed up before either. And my basil was just chewed to the max this year. I mean, I'm still picking it and picking off all the chewed up leaves, but the bugs are so bad this year that they're eating the herbs.
Oh my gosh.
The product had been out of stock. Hi, Sherry. Hi, yeah, Sherry. I've seen at least one all black butterfly summer too. And a couple of weeks ago, let me see. Must have been 3 weeks ago. Because it was the day I had my root canal. There was so many dragonflies that everybody was talking about them. They were just everywhere. Dill worms make beautiful butterflies. Well, they had already eaten my dill to the point where I didn't mess with them. Okay, this is going to make noise. Sorry. Oh, that doesn't work very well. Let's find the real pencil sharpener. Where's my real pencil sharpener? There it is. Okay. This is the best pencil sharpener. Okay. This is absolutely the best pencil sharpener Jamie turned me on to this little puppy. Not only that, it has a blade, an extra blade on the side of, actually, I think there's 2 extra blades on the side of it, so that when this blade wears out, you can put a new blade on there.
Oh.
And it is from, and you can get these on Amazon, KUM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have a different one. That one has the extra blades right on it, huh?
Yep. And it's made in Germany. And this part's magnesium. And then you just unscrew this blade, and it has 2 extra blades on the side. Now, I got it at the, there's this Texas Art Supply.
Mm-hmm.
I got to fix my, downtown Houston. And Jamie and her husband took me there. And I was really good that day. I was very, very good. I was so good. I put all kinds of things in my basket, and then I put them back. Get one with 2 different size holes in them. I'm sure you could. This was the one they had at the art supply store. But it is so much better than any pencil sharpener I've ever had.
I'm trying this one. This one's new to me. I saw a girl online use it. So far, so good. And it's got a little dial where you can have a different size point.
Ah, okay.
So far, so good on that one.
I was out before 7 a.m. and went to the stupid store, and there were puddles. Oh. Okay. We're going to see how this colors up. I'm surprised how well everything is coloring over on this craft paper. That's, not always something that I would expect to work.
Yeah. I like your little coffee stain or whatever you got running through there too.
It's water, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
I have no idea. This came out of my mom's closet.
Nice.
And it's a big roll of craft paper, and it's pretty heavy. She apparently bought it to use to make patterns.
Uh-huh.
So it was in her sewing cupboard, but that doesn't mean, I have no idea where it's been or anything else other than it was in her closet when we moved her out. And it's pretty heavy, and it has this wonderful water stain.
Is she able to do anything now, especially with her eyes? Does she crochet or knit or anything?
My mother is not a very patient person. So,
okay.
Crocheting is not a thing because she never learned how, really.
Okay.
And she tried to learn, and I tried to teach her, but it's not in the cards.
Mm-hmm.
A few months ago, I bought her one of those circular knitting things. You know what I'm talking about? Those little looms that kids can work.
Oh, that has the little pegs?
Yeah, it has the little pegs. It's a little circle like this, and it has little pegs. And it's like we used to do it when we were kids, and you took a spool and you pounded nails in it and then did that.
Right,
well,
right.
And it had different sizes, so I ordered her that, and she's been making some hats. And there's a charity that I used to knit hats for that gives them to cancer patients, but I need to see if there's anybody here in town, like maybe the foster care system or some place that needs them. You have not had much luck with those circular knitting looms. Gail, all she makes is hats, and they're soft and large hole, but it works for her, and that's all that matters. It keeps her busy. And she can't sew anymore because she just cannot. Her hands just don't. That's part of it too.
Yeah.
But my mother's never been a patient person, but it had gotten to where at home, every time I went over there, I was fixing the sewing machine because she had tore it up.
Oh. Hi, Joyce.
So that was just, you know, to the point where, okay, Mom, I was kind of glad when we moved her and there wasn't really much room in her room to put a sewing machine. So I didn't have to. My mother can try my patience very quickly. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I love her, but
she knows your buttons.
Oh, every single one of them. Every single one of them. So, and actually the injection she gets in her eye has not really slowed her down much at all.
Well, that's good.
I do better just knitting the hats by hand. Yes, Gail, but she just couldn't handle the knitting needles anymore either. And I don't know where her skills with that all went, but they were gone. She is starting to forget things. Not as bad as Jeff's dad. Oh, I've got a good one for y'all. Okay. I think I've told y'all that Jeff's dad's been in and out of the ER. Last month he was in and out of the ER 5 times in the month.
Oh, wow.
He's doing much, much better, and he's doing okay. But Jeff's over there working on his shed, trying to clean up the yard, trying to clean up the shed. Oh, I like that stencil. Yummy. Yeah, that's a cool stencil. And he went and got something out of Dad's freezer to eat for lunch. Dad keeps all this junk, frozen junk food in there to have for lunch. And he went in and yelled for Dad. Now, you have to understand that 30 minutes prior to this, Dad was out in the shed talking to Jeff for about 10 or 15 minutes because Jeff had asked him where a electric cord was. Okay, so he goes in to get some lunch, and he hollers for Dad and tells him he's going to get some lunch. And Dad says, "Okay, when did you come? What are you doing here?" He's like, "What are you doing here, Dad? You were outside with me 30 minutes ago talking about what I was doing here." No, that was yesterday. It's like, okay. It's like,
Yeah.
So, yes, Gail, that is true. So, of course, Jeff and I have been doing this for about 20 years because my dad was, it took my dad down early. And so we've been taking care of Mom and Dad's house for the last 20 years because my dad just couldn't get anything done like that. So, but it's just like, okay, but that's one of the reasons we moved, Mom, is because Jeff just couldn't take care of 3 houses anymore.
Right. Yeah.
You know, 3 houses, 3 yards, it's just too much. And even 2 is too much in this heat, the way we've had heat this year. So, Gail, this is definitely a problem. We are trying. He also has a girlfriend that is not helping with this situation at all. She hasn't gone home in a month and a half, and she let him get away with not taking the meds he was supposed to take. And
oh goodness,
you know, so we're having problems with her too. So, but yes, I think he should move, but that's going to be a fight. And my mother knew that we had been taking care of my dad, and we just couldn't do that anymore for her. We just could not take care of everybody anymore. And she knew it. So when I said, okay, you're not going to drive anymore, we have to move. We have to move you. We can't, I can't be there to drive you to everything. I still am, but it's croquet. At the same time, if push comes to shove, she does have, there's a van at the center. So, you know, there is someone else that could take her if something happened.
Now, is she open to that? Will she get on the van and go somewhere?
Oh yeah, she actually they finally started doing oh, Gail, he's had this girlfriend for a long time, and she's, I don't know. Oof. He got her about a year after Jeff's mom passed.
Okay.
A rent upstairs, downstairs. They only have 2 bedrooms.
I never thought about parents having.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways, when I wasn't here, she did take the van to the doctor one time. The problem with that is having to wait to get back on. And like I said, my mother's not a patient person. Because the person who's driving the van has other people she has to take and pick up and stuff like that. But and it's only certain days of the week you can go to the doctor, stuff like that. So it doesn't always work, but it works pretty well. Here recently, they finally started going out for fun events again, and they've been out to a couple of restaurants, which has been, she's really enjoyed that. So,
Tanya, what are you going to use your flowers for? Did I miss on your little? Do you have something in mind, or you're just making stash stuff? Or
I'm making stash stuff.
Oh, cool.
Partially because I wanted to use my stamps more, but I never get them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're a pain because I have to go dig through stuff. So I wanted to have a stash of pieces. So some of them I'm gonna cut out like fussy cut. Some of them I'm just gonna tear around so that I just have them.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So
oh my gosh, I love these needle nose little glue. What do they call them? Glue applicators. And this one's got a little needle, so your tip doesn't get clogged. But sheesh, I can't ever.
Sometimes they're really hard to get back in. I have some jewelry glues like that. Oh, Gail, that's hard. This one came out really pretty.
Yeah.
Out of focus, but he came out really pretty. I think that I'm going to skip the Prismacolor pencils and just use the watercolor pencils because I really like that.
Yeah, they're very vibrant, very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I have cheaper ones, but that are not near as soft and nice.
Now, are you just going to leave them like that, or are you going to put water to them? You're just going to leave them.
This one I already put water to with the brush.
Oh, did you? Okay, I missed it.
Cool. Yeah, with all of these flowers, I've already put the water to them with the brush.
Very nice.
So they kind of blend.
Yeah, right. You get that nice, very nice. Cool.
That's hard, Gail. My sisters, one of them, they're both younger than I am. But one of them's got 3 kids, and they're so far away. They all just have to take care of their mother themselves. And the other one, there's a bunch of his family close to her, so there will be somebody around them because she's like we are, and she only has one son. Okay, what color do I want to make this dragonfly? I want to make him kind of tealy colored. What do we got that we can, let's do some blue.
Hello, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. I'm hoping the same with my sister, but she keeps making her son and daughter-in-law angry. Yep. Yep. Ooh, the tea fairy just came home. Another thing about coloring with these watercolor pencils is that I like that I don't have to color right to the edge, because when I go to put the water on it, I can take the water out to the edge, and that kind of blends it together, you know.
Welcome back, Barbara. Okay, I just put some coffee that I made earlier on this little block and stamped it down. Does anybody see a face?
Oh, that's really cool.
I see a profile of a face.
Yep.
That's my tester page.
Well, I'd be holding on to that tester page.
Yeah. Just kind of want to smudge up some of this.
Yeah, I do that on my craft mat. I do that with you can do it with ink or coffee, whatever you're doing, but
I guess I could have pulled out some watercolor too, would have been good, but I wanted the muted, you know.
Yeah, the coffee color. I'm not sure why, but he pulled, because I pulled where he can put the trailer back, but he pulled over by the camper. So I wonder if he brought stuff home from his dad's. He went in over to his dad's the other day to try to do some yard work, and it just, the shed's falling down, and he said he went to use the rake and the rake fell apart. Make something else appear, Lori. Make something else appear. Yay! Hi, Kathy. Yeah, see, Lori, I just been going over it with my water brush.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to try that with, of course, mine aren't Prismas, but.
Well, if they're, you know, I would imagine, I just know that some of the ones I have are like really cheap.
Uh-huh.
And they just don't have the vibrancy and don't water down as well. They just don't seem to flow when you water them down.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't know. This gal talked me into them. I was buying a lot of stamps, acrylic stamps, and she had a little in her front porch area. She had like a little shop set up, and I spied the pencils, and she said, oh, I got 2 sets of those if you're interested. So I took those as well, but I haven't really worked. Oh my gosh, I'm pathetic.
Yeah, I'm really bad about that too.
Well, some of it too is some of the girls have said, and I think Kathy
Arbor
Creative came in. No, Kathy D's Creative. Hi, Kathy.
Yes, Kathy's here.
I haven't met Kathy.
Kathy's from Michigan. That Kathy's from Michigan. I am pretty sure that's a Kathy. That's from Michigan. I may be wrong.
I could be wrong.
If I am, Kathy, I apologize.
But I have stuff
my mods pop Lori's channel in the chat for me?
If it's not sitting in front of me, I forget I have it.
Yeah, and that's
so.
Yeah. Oh, she's West Virginia. Okay,
West Virginia.
Well, sorry, Kathy. Didn't mean to put you in the wrong state, but.
Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society, I'm having a hard time behaving and trying not to sing some of these songs I'm thinking.
Okay.
Different things just trigger different songs in my mind.
I will tell you on this particular Prismacolor set, the colors, Barbara, you know how we talked the other day about the fact that the distress colors have that sort of distressed tint to them? A lot of these do too.
Really?
Well, take a look at this yellow. This is supposed to be Spanish orange.
All right.
And this blue, this green, even this pink, this red is supposed to be red. So a lot of them have that hint toward that distress kind of. They're not the same by any means. I want to try some of his techniques that he was doing with these watercolors, though.
Yeah, that's why I want to watch, because I had it on and then I got interrupted. And
well, and apparently, now I really want to hear the songs in Lori's mind. Oh dear, Andrea, let's not do that.
Not today, Andrea.
Because you guys really don't want to hear me sing. That would be a.
Okay.
And Jeff just got home. He definitely doesn't want to hear that. What was I going to say? Anyways, I want to try some of it, but oh, I know what it was.
Yeah,
a lot of the people that he kind of associated with, they sent out
his makers.
Yes, his makers. They sent out sets to them so that they could do videos like one every Monday or something. And use the watercolor pencils in their personal way. So that's another thing. There's a bunch of videos out right now because of it.
Yeah. Kathy, I'm working on pages for a woodland type journal. These are part of my signatures. I'm going to do 3 signatures, and I'm just kind of trying to create backgrounds.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay. That I can then, I have this paper pack that I cut apart from Stamperia. I don't know what it's called though, because I cut the first Stamperia pages, books, tablets. You get like 10 pages, I think. And on the back side of their cover, they usually have something. So I did my cut aparts. So I cut the name off. I don't know what it's. So this is probably nature or woodland or something. The paper's really cool. So then I took the ones that were larger and cut them where I can use them as tags. And then somewhere here I have all the little bits. And there's a fox and I think a porcupine and eagle. There's a couple of fish that are really cool. Oh, here they are. So I'll use those like in the pockets and for tags and stuff. She walked away, starts singing. No, she doesn't want me to. So you've got a nice deer and a squirrel. Look at this guy. Isn't it cool? So these are all my bits that will go in my pockets and such. And then they've got bigger cards. So I'm just creating backgrounds. At least that's what I hope I'm doing. I was digging through a 12 by 12 scrapbook box. You know those plastic boxes that you get from Michael's in your craft stores to store your paper? And I forgot I had it. Hello, Vanessa. Nice to see you. Welcome to Tanya's channel. I know, right, Barbara? They're beautiful. It's hard because the one side is so pretty and then the back side is just as pretty. So the one that I cut, I thought, oh man, that's going to work out great. Because on the back side, how can you cut that apart? That's beautiful. But see, this is also great. So I thought I'm going to score it here and then I'll do it like a flip out. or a flip in, flip out, flip in. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking I'll do, because then I can have both sides.
That's really cool. I like that, Lori. Hi, Vanessa.
All right, so this needs something.
Tea Fairy just came home, but he's not doing too well. He's losing his voice. So I have to watch him.
Watch him.
Yeah, watch him. Okay, where's that blue one? I want a little out here.
Let's see how this stamps. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's the one that's got the face.
I'm a little afraid he hydrated himself again, so, and because he said his legs are cramping, so that's.
Oh, yeah. I had a headache this morning, and I haven't had a headache in a long time, but I was thinking, oh, I'm probably dehydrated. I wasn't drinking, so I got my water.
Yeah. No, fair to print on both sides. Yes, a flip out is a thing to do. Yep. Yeah, I like double-sided paper, but I don't like double-sided paper.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Causes us to have to make a decision.
Yeah, and the same is true with books. Oh, and you get this new book and it's just gorgeous, and then you turn the page and you go, oh, I got to decide which one I'm going to keep. That's why that book that Helen brought me the other day is so pretty, because all of the pages are, the pictures are backed up with words on the other side. So you don't lose.
People don't understand why you want two.
Yeah. Yes, that's whose channel. I thought somebody was I was hoping somebody would pull up Lori's channel and put it in chat for me. Oh, that's a cool stamp, Lori.
Yeah, this is an old one. Let me see if I can read. Oh, let me flip down the magnifying glasses. All Night Media. I have no idea. Never heard of it.
2 each of double-sided paper. Kathy, we'll get it for you in a minute. If one of my mods doesn't grab it, I will get it for you. But I'll bet you one of my mods will grab it. Let's just color this whole thing with this orange.
Okay, now where did I go?
I have so much paper that I can't be allowed to buy any more paper, and yet the last time I went into Michael's, there was a paper pad that had to come home with me. Just had to. It was like, oh my gosh, Barbara's looking for it. Okay, well, Barbara, if you don't find it, hon, I'll get it.
So my husband would say years ago,
Lisa got it. There it is.
You really need another piece of paper? Like, I don't know. Yes, it's just amazing.
And I have this this printer supply company here that when they have damaged boxes and stuff, they put it on their what do they call that shelf? They have a set of shelves not too far inside the door that is this discount
like
thing.
A scratch and dent kind of a thing where you
like a scratch and dent spot, okay? And I have bought 11 by 17 clay coated paper, huge reams of it for $4.
Oh my gosh.
I have bought boxes of great big envelopes, the 10 by 12 or 10 by 14 or something like that for, $10, the whole box. So
And it doesn't go bad. It doesn't go
No,
bad.
it doesn't go bad. But the problem is it is causing me to not have any room.
Right. Storage.
Yeah.
It's great if you have a friend in the area, you know, that does the same type, and then you can share stuff, you know.
Well, and I have, you know, Lisa and I used to swap boxes of stuff. But the thing of it is, you know, it gets expensive to ship that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So. Oh, I'm really liking these pencils now. When I go to use these things and they're not they're not permanent, I may be, you know, less happy. At least you are running around in circles. Yeah, now I can relax. I actually accomplished something today. Feel like I'm running around circles most of the time. I'm always. You're welcome, Kathy. I'm always running in circles. I just feel like that all the time. It's just one of these days I'm going to find a new one of these watercolor pencils, watercolor brushes, because I have just treated this one poorly, but it's still my favorite. I have a whole bin of them up there, different ones I've bought.
And that's your go-to?
This is still the one I get down, yeah.
Now, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie, I think
that on your jelly plate before you fussy cut. Yeah, I've thought about it, but I may want to. I may not want to. It depends. That's the problem. I'm not sure I want anything over the surface of them. That's the thing. I've thought about it. I haven't decided. Just keep swimming. That's right, Sherry. That's kind of what you got to do. You got to just keep swimming. Let's do purple butterfly. What is this color? Oh, that's a brown.
Now, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie, I think, had a question about has some large, heavier paper.
Wait just a minute.
22 to 30. I don't know what. Go back up about storage. She doesn't want to roll it. Have to confess, I took possession of some 22 by 30 sheets of heavier marbled paper. What do I do with that? Don't want to roll it.
Ooh. No, I've got some big poster prints and stuff like that. I'm lucky in the fact that I have like a counter. Jeff put a counter in the laundry room for me. I haven't been able to fold anything on it. I was supposed to be able to fold my laundry on it. Needless to say, I can't fold laundry on it, but because of that, I have that counter to set something that big on. If you get tired, roll over. And I like this. I like this. Just keep swimming. If you get tired, roll over and float. There's right, Barbara. Roll over and float. But yeah, you the other thing might be to roll it big. You know, like in a really big roll. That might be the other thing to do. I know that, like the Japanese
light them under your mattress. That's a great idea.
Ooh, Lisa. Oh, that's really smart.
Or under your bed. I have some bigger sheets. I don't think they're that big though. My shelving unit, when I first come in my door, it's got kind of like a waffly pattern. So I put some of my bigger stuff underneath and then stack boxes on top.
Well,
I only have a little.
My shelving units are not real big. They're just piled. You know how that goes. But
there's Teresa. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Okay, I need some yellow. Let's use this yellow because it's kind of dark. Teresa can't float because her hum is too heavy. Okay, I'm not sure mine is. I don't think I could float either. I honestly don't believe that. It's been so long since I've been in the water.
I float. My husband sinks like a stone. I float, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's a good thing that you can
Well, if you think about it, if you're heavier and you've got a lot of floatable material in your body.
We have a 26 by 36 cutting mat under the bed. Maybe I'll make a packing paper folio to put them in and put them under the bed. Oh, that would be I of course have under the bed boxes. Actually, there's none under my bed. Oh, I just realized I have another storage.
Light bulb.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have to understand too, last fall when we moved Mom's house into my house, and I sent an entire box truck off to the thrift store. They came and they filled the truck from Mom's house. But I still moved, a lot of stuff over here because of it being all her sewing stuff. She really wasn't ready to give it up.
Yeah.
So it's in my house. So my bedroom is piled. My spare bedroom is piled. Everything is piled. Muscle, Lori, it's called muscle. Okay. Those stencils you have, the double ones, are they new? I want to see if they still make them. The double stencils, I don't think they're all new. Did you see Julie's question, Lori?
No.
Well,
so
okay.
Lori, these stencils you have, the double ones, are they? Oh, I don't know that they're new. They're well, this one's collections. Hold on, let me. He's got so many different names. Who can keep up unless you're Eileen? Let's see. This one is just called Stampers Anonymous. Tim Holtz collection. Some of them are alterations, and so you've got the 2 on that one. There's a couple others here I pulled out.
I don't think that one's new.
This one's maybe it's a collection, and this you've got your bubbles. So let me do it this way. And this stencil is really cool. And I don't see a number. Sometimes. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone, girls. Let me get there's a number at the bottom, I think. THMM 124 is on this stencil. THMM as in Mary 115 is on this stencil. And let's see what else we got here.
And I think a lot of those stencils come in a package with clear cling stamps, don't they?
Right. Yes, they do.
A lot of those stencils, Julie, are a combination thing where you get that stencil and then you get some clear stamps, the acrylic stamps.
It might have bugs or flowers. I don't know what. But this one's THMM1, the number 1. And that's got your honeycomb. And then like these little circles. I have, I didn't pull out all of them. I just pulled out the ones that
I was in the store the other day and they have those, but they have them in a package with like clear stamps. Most of those double ones are. Okay, I finished.
Beautiful. Very nice.
That's one piece now. Let's see here. Let's see. What shall we paint on next? let's paint on this pinky paper. This is some avocado dyed cardstock.
Oh, nice.
I just stamped a bunch of images out Sunday so that I'd have them to color on today.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can get this. I don't think this is. I need a deeper color. Let's see what I have. No matter what color I'm looking for, it's always on the bottom of the stack.
I think I will, Barbara. I think that, you know, I just wanted to have, I also want to stamp out a bunch of my stamps onto tissue paper. I've done that before, but I've used a lot of them. So I want to do that one day because I use them that way quite a bit. That works real well. Lori's fussing over there. I'm not sure what she's fussing about.
Digging through my oxides and my inks. They must have been messing around in this drawer because one's on this wrong side of the drawer. No, that couldn't have been me. I know I put them in the right spot.
I see. No one else would have, you know.
No.
You would not have done that. It had to be, you know, your husband had to come in there and mess with your drawers.
Or gremlins.
Gremlins do that? Ooh.
Let's see if I can do some peeled paint here. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Come on, Elvis.
People sneaking into Lori's studio and ruining her setup. Yep. I keep changing my setup, so that's, you know. I told Lisa last night, we chatted for quite a while on the phone last night, and I told her, you know, I have 3 drawers over here. They're small drawers. They're only about 3 inches deep of jelly plate stuff. Okay, but I don't jelly plate every day. So I decided that I'm going to move those and put some things like my alcohol inks and stuff that I have to go clear across the other side of the room and dig in a little drawer thing. And I'm going to move those over here and put the jelly plate stuff in a basket that I can pick up. And, you know, when I jelly plate, then I can put it over here. Hi, Lisa. Tote of scrap paper. You reorganize. Yeah, that's what happens to me too, Kathy. When I reorganize, sometimes things just don't. But the other thing is when you reorganize, sometimes what happens is you find things that you forgot you had.
Yes, it's like Christmas. And
that's one of the things I want to do that I'm doing with the journal cookbook. That series that I started, because I really think that if I just have some of that stuff written down in a few places, that it will make it easier to remember what I've got, you know. And swatching things out will make it easier so that I don't forget I've got stuff. Up, Lisa's got to go to town. I came back from town. Okay. I think those came out pretty. Let's see here.
I do love green. Oh my goodness, I love green.
Lisa likes green too. We're fine. And reorganizing my stuff I forgot I had. Yeah. When Jeff made it easier for me to get to my books. Okay, where's that at? Come on. It really made it nice because now my books are I have a lot of books from the library book sale for tearing up for art. Isn't that pretty? I think it came out pretty. I haven't done its little leaf yet.
Am I able to? I don't think I can get these trolls or bots that are coming in.
Uh-oh. Okay. I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just wondering what the group thinks. The embossing folders. See, I was thinking I'd like to maybe emboss a couple pages, but because they're a signature, I can't run them through my machine because they're too wide. So it's double. Has anybody got a trick on how to use an embossing folder?
Give me just a minute, hon, and I'll talk to you. The girls must have got them, but I need to.
Okay.
I forgot to set it where subscribers only can come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be there in just a minute, and then I will. I think I will answer your question, but I'm not going to tell you for sure.
That's fine.
I sometimes forget that, and it's not a good thing to forget. So. Thanks, guys. I don't know who got it, but thank you for taking care of that hateful little troll. 69 mega. 69 mega. We've been adding those words to our
to your list.
Onto your list that you can't use too. So. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks, guys. But I should have had it fixed. Okay, now what was your question about the embossing folder? So that because I wasn't listening, so I'm very sorry.
Well, to use embossing folders, like to use them for if you're making a greeting card, or you're putting it's easy. But what if you wanted to use it on a page in a journal? Because if I'm making this as a signature, this is a folio, I don't want it on both sheets.
Okay, the thing of it is that, okay, take your embossing folder. It either has to go from the top or from the bottom or from the side. So pick where you want to place the embossing folder.
Okay. So say I want to place it here.
Okay. You just do that. Now fold your yeah.
Paper
there you
under.
Go. Yeah.
So I could go this way and then it'll run through my machine.
Well, your embossing folder will probably run through your machine the other way anyways. Turn it sideways and let me look. Yes, that is, unless that's one of the big embossing folders, it'll go through your machine that way.
Yeah?
Yeah, your
machine do you spritz yours a little bit with water? Does that?
It depends on the thickness of the paper.
Okay.
Cardstock, I pretty much always do that. If you're using that old book paper, I probably would really pale spritz.
I'll do a sample. I have my little machine right here.
Let me show you my spritzer. This is
you've got one of those.
Okay, and now I went to the beauty supply and bought this. Okay. It was, I don't know, $8 maybe. It's empty, of course. It's empty because the girls use it with whatever. This actually, if you use fabric Febreze or some of those different smelly things in your house, I don't use that stuff. So, but this kind of bottle is what it comes in.
Oh.
But this bottle will spray out just this fine, fine mist. And that's why I bought it, because when I go to use it for that hi Cheryl, for that particular purpose, Lori, to spritz paper, it's really a fine mist.
Yeah, because the one I have is a little heavier mist of water. It's not
right. Yeah. And I had that kind before, and I really, really, really like that really soft mist, and it's just one tiny mist. Oh, okay. I won't guarantee your folder will go through the other way, because I don't, but I'm pretty sure it will, because I'm pretty sure your plate is 6 inches wide.
It will. You're absolutely right. You're a genius. Woohoo! All right.
Mine was 11 for 2, one small and one large at the S Word Beauty Supply. Okay.
11. Nice.
So she got 2 bottles, a large one and a small one, for $11. So they're not horridly expensive at the beauty supply. And Lisa said she got one on Amazon.
Okay. I have a Timmy Mister. I'll have to check that one. That might have a finer spray.
Oh, the Timmy Mister has a real fine spray if you pull it all the way hard, supposedly.
Yeah.
I don't have one because I have this other one. I didn't know about the Timmy Mister until after, and it's a small bottle.
I put paint in it, which was not intelligent. So
that wasn't a good thing.
I'm trying to clean that out. I got the nozzle cleaned out, but I'm trying to clean the bottle part. I think I missed Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try that.
Putting olive oil in it would be a good thing. Yeah. Yes, Gail. I think Timmy's is overpriced too. So that's one reason. The only way I would probably buy it is if I had. Lisa just posted an Amazon link for that, guys. You're not gonna try it in the thing?
I don't know. I don't know where I have my. I would love to, but I don't know where I put my plates.
Oh, okay.
About where.
Yeah, you have to put the plate.
Rearranging everything, and I don't remember where I put my plates.
I'm glad I'm not.
I know the old spot I put my plates.
So not the only one that does that kind of thing.
I put them in a box. I know I put them in a box, but not seeing the box.
No.
Okay, so maybe a little. Hello, Sophia. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Let's see. Let's do.
I made sure to keep my plates right at my machine. Well, I do too, except that I have the extra long plates for the Sizzix.
Yeah.
I hunted and hunted and hunted for the silly things. They were under the box that holds all the other stuff.
It's all good in theory, but I just I keep moving. I keep moving stuff.
Well, and that's what happened.
Own worst enemy.
Yeah. I'm kind of liking these. I'm gonna have to play with these a little more, because these would be. I could do the coloring, if I was watching a video or something, and then come back with my water brush too.
Right.
So, yep. I kind of like it. Let's see here. These things. What are these things called? That thing. Oh, heck. They're kind of like the things we have here that are either pink, blue, or purple.
Hydrangeas?
Yes, thank you. Isn't that a hydrangea?
It looks like it. Looks like all little flowers that make the big.
That make the big head? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
They do. They grow different colors based on how much acid is in the soil.
Yes.
And since we have a lot of what do you call those things? Pine trees here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what color does the pine make yours? Pink or blue? Or I would love.
Well, I don't have any because
okay.
But the pines will make them more blue, I think.
More blue.
Because pines are more acid. Isn't that right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
don't they go?
Yeah, I think you are right.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't have any. That's a plant I don't have. We have camellias, and I don't have any azaleas either, which is fine. I don't need them. I have a lot of plants that I have a lot of plants you can eat.
My husband and I went on a drive, I guess it was a week or so ago, to a town about an hour from us. Went to Jersey Shore called Seaside. I think it was Seaside we were in. And oh my goodness, the homes there right along the water, they had beautiful hydrangeas. Their lawns were just covered with them.
Covered them. Mm-hmm.
We're going to go back just so we can take pictures. There wasn't too much space to pull over and park, and we were trying to find a specific place, and so we didn't stop then. But oh my goodness, were they beautiful.
Well, we have quite a few crepe myrtles in our yard.
Mm-hmm. They're nice.
Hello, Simone. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Simone. Bonsoir.
I have a really nice hydrangea stamp. I must get it out. Yeah, you must get it out. See, that's the thing, Julie. I've got all these stamps and I just never use them, and I need to find a way to have. That's why I'm trying to do this, so that I have this stuff out and can use it. It's already stamped, so that I don't have to try to dig in all my stamps to find the one I want. That's another thing I think I want to do is I'm probably going to take a bunch of my stamps off their wood mounts.
Yeah, I've been doing that. So that
they store better. Mm-hmm. Pardon?
I've been doing that. Yeah, and they're easier too if you only want to use a portion of it, especially like your script ones, you know, or you just use a little portion of it.
Those I actually keep up here. Like this one, Lisa sent me half of hers.
Oh, cool! Great idea. Yeah.
And so I just keep it right here in the drawer. I have a little stash of stuff that I use all the time, and they're in the drawer. But like these, I have to go dig through all my stuff to get to them. So it's like if I had them where they could, you know, where they were out, and I could.
And some days, if you feel like doing just maybe a fabric day, same thing. You can stamp on like a piece of muslin. Oh my goodness. And that looks so cool.
Oh yeah.
Add those to a project.
Well, and that's it. I'm just thinking I'm trying to.
But you're not going to get everything out to do one, like you're saying, you know, then you have a supply of them.
Okay, that really did not. Oh, that's bad. Tanya, that was just dumb. That did not come out well at all. Okay, we ruined that one, guys.
Yeah, but if you let that dry and then come back in with your pencil again, you probably.
I might be able to fix it. Yeah.
It'll look really cool, actually.
And I think part of the problem is I'm
Barbie. Nice to see you.
Hi, Barbie. Yeah, for those that don't come on Sundays, I stamped on a bunch of different papers Sunday. Towards the end of my stream, I think I got all these different papers out. Give me just a second. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. Come here. Okay, I got all these different papers out. I got this craft paper out. This is a piece of avocado dyed cardstock. This is just a piece of mixed media paper. This is coffee dyed paper. And this was, it looks like avocado dyed, just a minute, composition book paper. So I just stamped on all of them, just the same stamps. I was like, take that stamp, stamp it on here, move it. Take this stamp, stamp it on here, move it. And I just did that like assembly line so that today I could come in here and paint them. And I also wanted to play with my watercolor pencils a little bit and my other pencils, and that I really ruined. I really ruined it. Tanya, dry and fix. If need be, use your paints. Yes. Or my ink tints or something. At the same time, it won't hurt my feelings if I don't
let it go. Yeah.
Yeah, I can just let it go. It's just a little piece of paper.
There you go.
Okay, I have to go get my quote from Timmy because I think I took it back over to the other table. Timmy in one of his videos I watched. I have to go get it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, see, I'd be wanting to dry that and try it with pencil on top and then get out like a Sharpie pen. But see, I have issues. I struggle with throwing things away.
Oh, for crying out loud, I can't find my quote.
Oh, man.
I cleaned my desk.
I hear you.
There we go. Here it is.
Not good.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, he said, as a maker, if you get what you get and don't throw a fit, you will enjoy the process way more. That's what he said. Okay.
Timmy knows.
Somebody left and I missed him. Bye, Julie.
Bye, Julie.
You're still getting your brain around Flo sticking turtles inside pancakes and Barbara approving of this idea. Are we talking about turtles candy inside a pancake? Now, I might eat pancakes that way. He also said the same day, when you have new toys, don't forget what's in the toy box. But I liked this. I actually had to replay the video several times to make sure I got the quote correct. The whole deal is there are some times when you, okay, so maybe I'll just tear that piece off and put that underneath a thing or whatever. I mean, this isn't precious. I just have to learn that things are not always precious. Because precious, not gonna worry. But I messed that up because I knew better than to color in circles. It's just, I knew better.
Althea, were you thinking we were talking about real turtles? So yeah, here in the U.S., turtles are chocolate treats with caramel and nuts.
Oh, they just have chocolate frogs over there. I see. This is why chat without context is baffling. A turtle is this chocolate caramel pecan candy.
And the way they form it, the way when they plop it down on whatever it hardens up on, it just looks like a turtle.
Yeah, it has the pecans kind of stick out. And Lisa says not every scrap of paper is precious. Sometimes it can be trash. That's right.
So we have to let it be trash. Let it.
Sometimes it can be trash.
Okay, not too crazy about that back, but hey, they can't all
Oh,
be.
we can stuff crepes with anything you want. Ooh, yes. Where did I had crepes at? Oh, that place. IHOP recently. I don't usually have crepes because they're just too sweet. But I wanted dessert for dinner, for breakfast, or dessert for lunch, something, whatever. We were out, so it must have been lunch. So I had crepes.
So what did you have?
Crepes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they make a I think a strawberry cheese crepe.
Yeah, my mom would like to get those when we would go out. We don't go out too much anymore, but well, she'd get a big Belgian waffle with ice cream and strawberries for breakfast.
See Sue's comment. Oh, hi, Sue. Flo, misheard Tanya talking about crepe myrtle trees. She thought she heard crepe turtles. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know if I could stand being allergic to nuts. I like nuts.
I know, me too. It would be awful.
Would be awful. That would be hard if I was allergic to nuts.
Actually, I think I might be a little allergic to walnuts. They make my tongue itch, but I just deal with it. But I don't swell up, or.
Well, and you know that it as long as you don't eat something you're allergic to more often than about every 4 days, a lot of times your body can handle it. Yes, that sounds so good, Barbara. We're definitely going to dinner. Did Tanya just use the phrase "too sweet"? We can get a doctor for you. Actually, Andrea, I am one of those people that does not like things sweet. I do like sweets to some extent, but like I'm not really fond of ice cream because it's usually too sweet. Now, give me some really good sherbet. I like that, and I like ice cream, but a lot of times I'd rather have plain vanilla sometimes because like some of the stuff that you get that's all flavored and everything is so sweet that I just don't like it. I don't like bananas because they're too sweet. Now, that doesn't mean I don't eat bananas because bananas are good for you. But it's one of those things that I don't like. But Gail, here's my problem. And Andrea, I could sit down and eat an entire bag of potato chips without thinking.
I knew you were going to say chips. I was going to say chips. She's going to say chips.
And the reason to eat things like potatoes, bread, and popcorn is so that you can eat the butter and the salt. Has nothing to do with the carbs in those things. It has to do with the butter and the salt. And I could eat butter out of the tub. So
you eat butter on a stick. Oh yeah.
I could eat butter on a stick. I really could. It's not good for you, so I don't. But oh. Yeah, strawberry with cream cheese. And Gail, I think that at IHOP, that's what they are. Is like a strawberry cheese crepe. I would like to have a good blintz. I haven't had a good blintz in a very, very, very long time. But I don't know any place that fixes them, and I sure am not going to fix them. Fried butter on a stick at the Iowa State Fair. Now that,
No way, really? Oh my.
Some butter is good for you. but on a stick, probably not. That's true, Lisa. Well, I use real butter, and we use quite a bit of real butter, but I can eat, a lot of butter. But I can't imagine eating it fried on a stick. I really can't. That's a lot. But it better be salted butter. That's another thing. Butter's a waste of time if it's not salted.
Yeah, for real. For real.
You could get anything on a stick at the fair. That's probably true. Heart attack waiting to happen, probably. Oh. I have the 5 food groups are chocolate, salt, butter, fruit, and ice cream. I see. Okay, Sue, and hi, Sue. Chocolate, salt, butter, fruit, and ice cream. And see, I could handle the salt, butter, fruit, and leave the chocolate and ice cream. Now, that doesn't mean I dislike chocolate. It's just something I can and cannot do with. I can do without if I want to.
You could take it or leave it, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
my problem is I keep taking it.
No, that's probably my problem too, but I can buy candy and eat just a little piece, where if I buy chips, I eat the whole bag.
Yeah.
So, gotta go. The gremlin awakes. Okay, bye, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa. Back when I was a young woman, and
hi, Lisa, Carl.
I worked with a bunch of gals in an office, and this one gal, we'd go down to the vending machines, and she'd get a candy bar, and she'd take one bite, put it in her drawer, and she'd have another bite 3 days later. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to tell you that I have a kidlet who's very allergic to food, right?
Right.
He was sick a lot when he was little. We did not know what was wrong. But the more I investigated, the more I was sure it was food. And he's allergic to a lot of food, so it's really rough for him sometimes. But that child would bring candy, okay, and there would be candy, Halloween candy and Easter candy and all that. Yes, must be something we said. You're right, Andrea. He would bring a handful of candy like this. Of course, he was little, 3, 4, whatever, like this to me, and say, "Can I eat this, Mama?" And it'd be 45 minutes before dinner. And I'd say, "Are you going to eat your dinner?" He said, "Yes." "Okay, you can have it," because I know what would happen. He took it to the table, laid it on the table, ate one piece, and the rest of it never got touched. So, he's not a sweet eater.
Yeah.
So, Lori, those one bite people drive me crazy.
I know, right?
Uh-huh. But that's why I like to buy my candy in those little tiny itty bitty bars.
It's just foreign to me. I wish it weren't, but it just is.
This one has more water in it. We're going to see if this one will. I will tell you, this one is one of those water brushes from Dollar Tree, where you get 3 in a pack.
Oh, yeah, I've never tried those.
They're pretty nice water brushes. I mean, they're not the absolute best, and that one just had a little thingy sticking out. But I bought some at Hobby Lobby, which I like much less than these dollar ones at the Dollar Tree.
My water brushes have multiplied. I can't believe I have so much. I should have had a V8. Yes.
So, but now Brandon sends me pictures of what he eats for dinner, and he had last night he sent his dad a picture. Of course, it was kind of late because he'd been out in the garden working. He had a bowl of tomatoes, 2 fried eggs on some cheese bread, laid out flat, so not eating in a sandwich, but like on an open face sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Some peppers that looked like they had been either fried or broiled or something, you know, just like peppers out of the garden that he like blistered in a frying pan.
Right.
And a big pile of kale leaves, because he eats kale like he's eaten greens his whole life without salad dressing, because salad dressing is one of those things that can cause a lot of problems for him. And now he eats kale and he just eats it like a leaf. I used to send his spinach to school in a baggie and for his school lunch. The only problem we ever had was I salted it one day before when I put it in the bag, I put salt in the bag. He asked me never to send it that way again.
Get a little slimy? Did it get a little
slimy? It was
slimy?
a little slimy. Yeah, it was slimy. He said it was not good.
Like, okay, kale, we don't really do kale, but I have a niece that eats it. She said it takes forever to chew it up raw. Does he eat it raw or?
Yeah, he eats it raw.
Both ways, and
Yeah. But he doesn't eat a salad like putting a bowl in a salad with all the pieces cut up. He eats the leaves of kale and the tomatoes whole, and you know, just or if it's a big tomato, he'll cut it up and just eat it.
Like a la carte salad.
Yeah. He eats a lot of raw vegetables. He just doesn't put them mix them together.
Mm-hmm.
He just prefers his vegetables that way. I tried kale a while back. No, don't care for it. Now, he told me, I'm going to tell you, Dale, first off, I like kale in a soup where there's just a little bit of it in there, you know, just to just a little bit. I would prefer spinach, and I have a spinach that it's called Okinawan spinach. It's not really spinach. It's a summer green. But he told me that I would like kale, but the problem I have with it is that I don't cook it with enough fat. He said, would you put a pound of bacon together with a pound of kale, then you can eat it. So he does cook it sometimes, but that boy will eat it just raw. Yeah.
How about that?
Well, like I said, there's a lot of foods he cannot eat.
Yeah.
And he's allergic to so many things, and anything processed has usually got milk in it, and that's a real killer for him. So
hi, Jilly.
Hi, Jilly. Welcome. I'm hanging out with a bunch of kale haters, and you're my friends.
I don't hate it. I just don't really know it.
I don't grow it because we don't eat enough of it.
Really be on the fence
and
about
here, you know, kale is one of those cold weather greens, so it's better for me to have greens that will grow in the heat. And the Okinawan spinach that I grow is less. It doesn't have as much of a bite as kale. Kale has a bite. Eat it cooked. That's it, Gail. That's what Brandon says. Eat it cooked and put a lot of put a lot of grease with it. So of course he uses how do you say that? Chorizo? It'd be CRO.
Oh, the Spanish chorizo.
Chorizo. Thank you. He uses chorizo sausage quite a bit. Oh, that's a nice little scoreboard. It's bitty. What is that, Lori?
Little bitty one. It's a Martha Stewart, her small one. It had I broke off the little clip, and your little score tool stays right on it, and then it's got all kinds of jazz on the back to make an envelope, which I don't ever use, but it's handy for just at my desk.
Well, see, that's the thing. My bigger one I don't use as much as I probably would if it were small. That's really handy.
Yeah, I just have.
Oh, no, no grease. Cooked with garlic, Barbara says. Okay, put that up there. I got to figure out what I'm going to color next. I think this came out pretty. It's a kind of a pinky orange rose.
Yes, very pretty.
I wonder what would happen. This is water. Can you guys see how much sparkle is in there? Can you see all that sparkle in there?
A little. Oh, yeah. When you stir it.
Okay, let me show you what that
shimmers,
is.
Kind of shimmers.
It shimmers, and what it is it's one of these, and I don't know which one. One of these Doc Martin iridescent inks. Okay, see, they're really shimmery. When you use them, they're really shimmery. The other day, I was doing something with one of them, and I cleaned my brush in here, and now all of that shimmer's in there. I'm thinking maybe I want to try putting that over the top of.
I wonder if it's fine enough to come through if you put it in put some of it in one of your brushes. Like if you have a water brush that's on its way out. You know, that'll be like a Wink of Stella kind of.
Oh, yeah. I could actually add some more to it, too. Okay. We're going to have to experiment.
Experiment. Oh, I did that.
And I bet you I got a water brush that doesn't even have anything in it. That might be the case.
Spot. Oh,
no, those are all filled up. I probably filled them all up because I needed them. Okay, that one does not look like it has much water.
Teresa says it won't work.
Teresa says it won't work?
That's what she says. That's sad.
She already has? Okay, but did you water it down? Or did you try putting it in there, because this is really watered down.
I did them for her.
Well, I can imagine if you put that into the brush solid, it definitely wouldn't work. I'm waiting until she tells me if she had watered it down.
I don't need to ink that part. Let's see if I can.
Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puffs. Ooh. No, from cleaning her brush.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Barbara.
Okay. Well, that's watered down. So if it doesn't work, maybe I won't ruin that brush right this minute. But I was thinking maybe I would try cleaning my brush. Wow, and I'm going to tell you what else. I put a lot of water on there, and that didn't move. Here's a little shimmery, but not much.
Might have to layer it up.
Yeah.
Well, it was a fun thought.
Well, I'm going to try it anyways, because what I'm going to do is there's not a lot in this water. So if I get some more out, let's try, though. We want to try a kind of a neutral color. I don't want that pinky color. What do we got? maybe brass. What is this one? That's copper. That might be a little dark. Let's try the brass, which kind of looks kind of gold. Okay, but we're going to need something to fill this brush with. Where did my... There it is. But I did plug up a brush like to never got to clean when I couldn't get clean. Well, if I can't get it clean, I'm not going to die over it. This is another one of those Dollar Tree brushes too. That's another thing. Okay, I always have trouble with these because I forget. Okay, let's. The only problem with these is you really have to shake them.
Oh my gosh, I'm really liking this.
Oh, that's pretty.
Forest green moss on Oxides. Inked on the side there. It's a really pretty combo with that print. Oh, I even have it upside down. Oh, is that not going to work? No, that'll be okay.
Okay, let's get some water in this. Some of our sparkly water. Okay. So that it's got, so I'm ready. Okay. That didn't go in there very well.
Okay, now on this side, I need a brown.
No, that's not working.
Uh-oh, did I put the wrong? No, oh, it's over here. Don't mind me talking to myself.
Talk about making a mess. I'm making a big old mess. Come on. Okay, let's get some of this. And I'll tell you what, those are handy little puppies. I ordered those on Amazon. These.
Oh.
I ordered them to fill my fountain pen cartridges.
Just gave me an idea.
I did I?
Yes.
Okay.
Our little
using
dog
a watercolor or an acrylic. Andrea, they're called calligraphy colors. This is a waterproof color, so I would say it's an acrylic, and it's probably going to clog up the brush. What is that, Tanya? Just a minute, Barbara. I'll see if I can get you a link. They're I got 10 of them, I think. Come here. Doesn't want to close. There we go. I got 10 of them for very reasonable. I'll see if I can find you the link. I'll be right back. But Andrea, I think it's probably acrylic. I know it says not to put it in a fountain pen.
Chicken pot
You do not want to put this stuff in a fountain pen for sure, because you'll ruin your fountain pen. Let me see if I can get there. Let me make you Lori big for right now, and I'll be right back.
Chicken pot pie is on her way out. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here.
Bye, Barbara.
Just taking my Stabilo pencil and outlining some of this that I want to make it pop a little bit before I
Okay, let me see. Where would I find those? Right here. Nope, that's not where. Come here. I'm getting it, Barbara. It's just going to take me a minute. Well, it's not going to. So, Barbara, how about if I email it to you later? I'll write it down and I'll email you later. Think for syringes. But they have a large bore needle that's flat, so you can't poke yourself with it, that kind of thing. So it works really well.
Oh, Gilda didn't sleep last night, so she's going to head out too. She needs a nap.
Okay. Bye, sweetie.
Bye, Gail.
Okay, so it might not go through the plunger because it might be just too. I should have just trusted Teresa that it didn't work, but I had to try. I just had
You have to do it. You have to do it.
You have to do it. Yeah. Come on. I thought I watered it down enough that it would go through there, but I do know that you can put watercolor into these brushes. We're going to leave it standing up over here in the corner and see if it goes into there while we do something else, because okay, thank you, Barbara. I'll send it to Barbara. What's wrong is I can't get to my Amazon account on this computer without logging all back in and all that stuff. So it's just taking too long. I used to use an old insulin syringe to fill your ink cartridges, but it's pneumatic valves. Yeah, and I think I paid $7 or something for them. Eyedroppers are too large. And I've just used, you can use them over and over again as long as you wash them out. And this needle is really, you can see it's oh, I guess Lori is got on the whole screen.
That's what I was thinking about, a needle, because our dog was just diagnosed and we're giving her insulin.
Yeah. Well, an insulin needle is pretty thin. These are
See, I was thinking about pulling the needle part out, so you just had the plastic part. I was wondering if I could.
It might work. It might work. I really like the long needle so that it goes down in the bottle.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, yeah.
That's the one thing I like about this, because the bottles of ink that I use for my fountain pens are like this. Now, and then the other ones that I got, which I haven't used yet, these are little sample vials. And to get this into a fountain pen, you got to have something.
Yeah.
So now they make special, what do you call those things? Converters. They make a converter, but I've just been refilling my standard cartridges. So a basting needle. Yes, a basting needle would probably work.
I bought this really cool thing at where did I get that? It got all different nibs, and you need to, but I don't have the cartridges or the pen part to stick the nibs into. So I'm trying to figure out how I could use. It's got all different sizes. I'm wondering if I could.
You mean like this kind of nibs? Wait just a minute.
No, they're not that kind. Oh, I'm going to go see if I can find it. No, it's more like a tube, like that's at the end of your little syringe thing there. I think like it would be like a fine tip felt marker kind of a.
Okay, you'll have to show it to me so I can see.
Yeah, let me see if I can remember where I put that. Because
I didn't bother to spend.
Know what I could get it to. Oh, here it is. You throw everything in a box at this place, and the guy gives you a price. You know, I paid like $10.
Oh,
And I knew there was something missing. So they have the little cartridge on the bottom. I just don't have the pen, like the part down here. But see, when you unscrew this part, it's got a fine little nib.
Okay, is it? Okay, those are rapidographs. Is what those are. And each one is a different size, and they're all round like that.
Right.
Okay, yeah, those are rapidographs. They're a slightly different kind of pen. I used to use that kind for technical drawing, for like drafting and things like that. You have to hold them straight up and down when you draw with them.
Okay.
But I don't know if a standard, because that's got a metal. Show me the side of it up close again.
The nib part of the whole unit.
That whole thing. Let's try to see that part. See that okay, I'm using my pointer to show you, but that little piece with the threads on it,
yeah,
is metal.
Right.
And most of these new, let me show you here. Let me get back here. Most of these, like this new kind, this is oh, come on. These threads are plastic. What you might try looking up is Rapidograph, because I'm pretty sure those are an old standard Rapidograph pen.
Now, how do you spell that? Because
I'm not sure, but R-E-P.
Oh, R-E-P. Okay.
I-T.
I-T. Okay.
A.
Right.
G-R-A-P-H. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Now I won't guarantee that that's how you spell it, but that's how. That's
it'll
close.
get me close. Yeah, it'll get me close where I could see, because I knew there was a pen here, but it like cost me $1 maybe, and it was so interesting to me, so I just picked it up.
Well, and you might like using them a lot.
Oh yeah, I probably would. Now, just regular ink, like that you will put in a calligraphy pen.
Wait a minute. Barbara's got a different spelling. It's rapid.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was going to try. I thought maybe the
Rapidograph. Okay.
Rapidograph. Okay.
You have to use the same kind of Rapidographs. Will take a slightly different kind of ink, but you can use anything that would go in a fountain pen.
Okay, cool. Oh, look, that one.
Okay. Now on these inks right here. Okay. These say they will go in a Rapidograph. They say airbrush, brush, or calligraphy. Okay. But if the little tip looks like a Rapidograph, if you put it in a Rapidograph, it's going to ruin your pen.
It's going to, yeah.
Anything that anything that's got a fine tip to it is going to have a problem with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Teresa's absolutely right. That stuff will not come through, even watered down as much as I watered it down. It's not coming through this pen, this brush.
Oh, cool. I'm glad we got talking about this, because I was going to see if Janet Young could tell me what it was, or.
Yeah. Okay. Barbara's got the proper spelling.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice.
And what you have to have is one that's got a matching metal thread. I don't know if you could get a, like, I don't know if a thread that's plastic like's on this kind of thing. Teresa's got you some kind of something. Bye, Sophia.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. See, I was wondering if there was a way I could pop this off. Bye, Sophia.
Well, that's what I do is I pull the cartridges
and then fill the, that. And then I could just hold it really.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
That way.
If they're cleaned out enough, and you can buy pen cleaner, that you might have to soak that whole small section in. Because these will get dried out too. But if you when this is empty, when this piece is empty, this cartridge, I just use one of these syringes to fill it up.
Right. Okay.
And I filled my blue ones up a couple of times. There's a purple in here, this Noodler's purple. It's a permanent purple. This one's not permanent. Well, but I haven't used it up yet. So I don't want to mix the two up. So I just am waiting until I use these up. And then I ordered these because I have a set of these. Just a minute, I'll get them. I've been using these to draw with. I really like drawing with these.
Oh, look, I finally figured it out. Okay, so that metal part just comes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I'm so excited.
But yeah, if you could just hold that, you can fill those.
Yeah.
But you want a fountain pen ink to go in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a lot of different kinds of fountain pen ink. Barbara uses a carbon-based fountain pen ink. I was afraid that I wouldn't use my pens. A friend of mine in Book Arts Group has a sonic jewelry washer, and she washes her Rapidograph nibs in that. I had an old Rapidograph and sent it to her, and she's been able to clean it for her. Okay, because that's the thing, that the tip on that may be filthy. It may be something you have to clean.
Right.
But I bought a set of these that has multiple colors. And right now the only one that's got permanent ink in it is this blue one. Because I've used the blue one enough to change out my ink. But I bought trial inks for all the colors to see if I liked them. And I bought Noodler's Bulletproof Inks is what I bought, because you can put water over the top of them and they won't
move.
Yeah. They're not supposed to move. But Barbara Clark uses I think she told me it's a carbon-based black, and it's supposed to be pretty much permanent as well. But you'll like them, I think, if you get them. Around here somewhere, I have one. I don't know what condition it's in. But I used to use them. Okay, gosh. I used them in high school and college for drafting and architecture class. Yeah, drafting and architecture classes that I took before I decided that, that wasn't the thing I wanted to do.
Nice.
So, but the one thing about one is that you'll find that they said that the platinum ink is permanent. Platinum. Not all of these are, Teresa. I don't care what they tell you. This platinum in these colors is not permanent. And The blue one is close. The blue black that comes in this one is close, but the black one is not. If you go over the top of it with water too quick or use a, yeah, Preppy is platinum, but the ink in these colored ones, I don't find permanent. So that's why I ordered the samples of the others. Now the blue black is really close to permanent. If it's not permanent, it's and the blue one, okay, the blue one that I bought by itself, which is the 02, was different than the blue one that came in the 03 set. This is blue black and the other one was not. But it had a permanent ink in it. I use them in my planner, so if I go over top of it with like a highlighter or something, and it moves, that's bought a platinum carbon black. And yeah, the platinum, everything in the box is in Japanese. Yeah. Yours hasn't moved? Well, that's good, because I have not had that kind of luck with those. Yeah, and that, okay, so Barbara said she bought the platinum carbon black, which comes in a cartridge too, but you can buy them separate. I mean, you can buy all kinds of bottled ink, but you just got to be really careful to buy things that are designed for the pen you use.
Right.
Because, you know, let's, like Andrea asking if I was using a water-based ink or an alcohol or a acrylic ink, and these calligraphy inks are permanent, and I think that you would consider them an acrylic ink. No, Barbara, she got this set like of these preppies. They put this set, it's in there, the 03s, which is the fines. I think you can only buy this colored set in fines, which is 03. My original pens are 02s because I like tiny, tiny pens. Yeah, that's it, Barbara, is that you do have to clean them. And I thought about buying the converters, but I just sort of thought, you know, I probably will be just as happy with the cartridges. I imagine refilling the cartridges after time that the cartridge is going to be bad and that I will have to do, you know, either get a new cartridge or something else. But especially on those colored ones, I knew I wouldn't be filling them as often. Yeah, even on this plain old everyday cardstock, these watercolors have been doing pretty good. I kind of like them. No, you cannot put acrylic inks in them, Barbara. If you put acrylic ink in it, it'd be froze up, something fierce. That's why I had to hunt ink. Now I got this first blue that I got on Amazon. This one is a 54th Massachusetts, and it looks like a Union. Is it a Union? Looks like a uniform from the Civil War. That's the color it is. Whichever uniform was blue.
Color?
What?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
color of it?
Whichever blue that, then because I wanted to order these, which are the samples, you can't order samples on Amazon. So I wanted to order these samples, so I ordered from Goulet Pins, and to get free shipping, I needed a black anyways. To get free shipping, I ordered this Heart of Darkness black, which I haven't filled a pin with yet because my pin is not empty quite yet. And they send you a free pin. Now, this is an interesting pin because it doesn't have a cartridge. This is what they call, let me think how they call it.
So you fill up the barrel, the whole barrel.
You fill up the whole barrel. At the same time, it has like this greasy stuff on the threads so that it doesn't link, but you fill this whole barrel up. And those preppy pins that Teresa and I have, you can actually do that with those and fill the whole barrel. Okay, that was interesting. That's not on there right then. Yeah, it is. Well, that wiggles. I don't like that at all. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't twist it in. All right. So you got to twist it as well as snap it. But these preppy pins, you can actually take the cartridge out and fill this whole barrel. If you put stuff on the threads, you can fill this whole barrel. But I wouldn't want that because I think I would find that very messy. So I've just been refilling my cartridge, and the blue one is the only one I've used enough to do that with. So, but because I wanted to order all those samples, I ordered from a pen company. And if you contacted them, they might be able to find you a barrel. They have collectors,
Yeah. I was thinking eBay now that I know what to look for.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the acrylic inks, but you have to use a dip pen, and I'm just not really as excited. I probably am going to start trying to play with the acrylic inks and a brush because, like Teresa said, this does not work. It's not coming through this brush at all. So I probably just ruined it, but we have to try once in a while. Ooh, Lori, that's pretty.
Thank you.
This is going to be a pretty journal.
I hope so.
Has it got
it's in here.
Has it got an intended someone who
intended purpose? Yeah, I'm hoping I'm hoping my Etsy shop.
Okay. Do you still like Etsy?
I've had my shop shut down for a long time. So I've pulled out of my local spots where I used to sell some of my things. And so I'm looking to maybe get that up and running. At least that's in the back of my mind. Will I do it? I don't know.
Well, I quit using Etsy a while ago many years ago because it just it just really did not work for me. I was very unhappy with a lot of the things that they were doing, and just did not find that we got along well.
I may find that. I mean, I sold when I was selling with them or through them. I sold to very little. if I'm
Well,
honest. So,
I sold a reasonable amount, but when they started changing the way the shipping was done and stuff like that, it made it really difficult.
yeah, I do my own shipping. I reimburse people and do my own shipping through Pirate Ship, and that has worked for me.
Well, and I ship through PayPal, so and they've gotten to where they won't let you use that. You've got to use their.
Oh, really? Well, things may have changed, so I don't know. Once I get some inventory, maybe I ought to check that out before I get too far along. But I'm not sure I like that little bead now that I put them on there. Maybe I'll.
A lot of the bead maker friends of mine have just kind of.
So you're still doing your beads on top of everything else too?
Yeah, but it's not doing very well. So
yeah.
It's just one of those things. I haven't made beads in a month because of, well, I've had 3 or 4 appointments every week for over a month. And then the month before that, just Dad was in the hospital so much of the time that, and we just were so tired. So
yeah.
I have just been, I do what I can, and that's just, if I can't do it, then I can't do it.
Right.
And I'll tell you the truth, my Social Security will make the one bill that I have to pay, and it's not what I want to do because I don't like to use that for that, but I only have to pay one bill, and I wouldn't have to pay that. Jeff would pay it, but I like to have my Social Security for things like 3-hour dentist appointments. So, but the motorhome is kind of been my payment. I've always paid that bill. So I think we lost our chat people. They all went to sleep, which is okay because I'm going to quit here in a few minutes. I'm going to color these 2 flowers, and then I think I'm going to stop because my back is starting to say, I don't want to do this right now.
I need a break.
I need a break. Yeah. Okay, this is a really pretty gold. Let's see what happens when we put, it's kind of tan, I don't know, gold color towards the mums.
Well, you've encouraged me to get out my watercolor pencils and see if they're any good.
Well, a lot of times with my cheaper watercolor pencils, one of the things I was disappointed is if you're not using watercolor paper that is textured, you don't get very much. And these Prismacolors and these Spectrum ones, I haven't colored on the. Maybe I should color one of these flowers, to see, because this craft paper or this cardstock, neither one of those are that toothy. It's about the tooth of them, I think. And yeah, see, these are laying down a lot of nice color, even though the paper's not got a ton of tooth. And watercolor paper has that tooth on it so that it grabs your pencil.
Right.
And that's what I think I've always been sort of disappointed by, is that you couldn't get a decent amount of color. And these seem to work really well. I think I'm going to rewatch
Timmy?
Yeah, the end of Tim's video has a bunch of demonstrations, and then a bunch of the different people that have that his makers have used them, still there, messing with some lettering on a new journal. Yay! Okay. And I think that it might be ways I would use the watercolor pencils differently than other people. So I kind of want to look at that again. but I'm not going out to buy them. They're woodless, so there is a cool thing, and that's one of the reasons why they're so pricey. Because the entire pencil is color.
Right.
Okay, and now he did use his pencils, and I'll show you because I've used my pencils this way before, except I want to finish this flower. We need a little orangey stuff in here. Make a nice. And I not so much my watercolor pencils, but my Derwent Inktense pencils. He took the pencil, and because they're woodless, it's color all the way down here. With even my Inktense pencils or these, to use this way, like to take color off the pencil, you end up getting the wood wet, and then and I don't know that these would work as well that way, that one way. I've used my Inktense pencils that way, and I have gotten the wood wet. One of the things I always do is leave all my watercolor things out until tomorrow, because I don't want to I don't want to put them away wet, especially here, because anything can mold really fast here. So, but even on this like notebook paper, this is what do you call it, paper?
The composition
notebook paper.
Nice. Really cute. Really cute.
Right, and I'll probably just tear that out and use it, but some of them I'm going to cut out. So, but Lori, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. And so, guys, I'm going to say bye. And
thanks for having me. This has been a pleasure for me. Thank you so much.
I was so glad you could come and play. I do not know who's going to come and play next week because I haven't asked anybody. Mostly because my brain has been on vacation. But guys, I hope that you had fun today, and I will see you Sundays. Lori, what days do you stream?
I am streaming on Fridays. I usually, depending on what Mary does, I might come on a little early if she decides not to be on in the morning. But generally, that's I'm usually starting around 10 Eastern. And then I'm on till 12, and then Lena comes on after me. And then I've been streaming Sundays, and I've moved it up from 11:30 to 11 Eastern. And then I have a little longer, and then you come on it'll be 2 or 2:30, I guess, Eastern for me.
Yeah, I come on at 2 Eastern. Yeah, 1 Central, so 2 Eastern on Sundays. Yeah. We just went to 1:30 on the weekday just because Lisa was trying to get on here and stay later. And this makes it easier to get off at 4 for me, because then I have more time to fix dinner and stuff. So yes, we're Andrea's kale hating friends. So see, I think that little cabin thing right there needs some green in those pine trees.
Yes, absolutely.
And your watercolor pencil would do that perfectly.
True. Actually, I was thinking about watering down some of this oxide.
Oh, that would be pretty too.
And giving it a little wash.
Anyways, guys, love you all. Have a great time this weekend, and I'll see you Sunday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.